Family, we lit. We back. We live. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing help, wealth, better understand the self, giving praises to the Most High. I had to go in live today. Y'all know I go on live on the weekend. Let me let everybody know I'm live. Give me a second. Got some bozos in my comment section. Always saying some bozo activity. But man, I got a good one for us today. We got Stephen A. He's saying some wild stuff about Trump. I'll go into a video I did this week, but there's some crazy stories out. I want to talk to the family, man. I let everybody know we live. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. YouTube been playing with my channel. They been sending my channel out to certain people. It's just been crazy. But I'm gonna go over, man, this weirdo Stephen A. Smith, man. Stephen A. Smith, y'all check this out. I'll give my commentary, but somehow Stephen A. think he can run for president. Feel me? For some reason, he feel like he can run for president. But I got a good one for us today, man. Yep, I'm going live. I'm gonna go over the Officer Tatum too. He had one with him and Tatum. I think two of the biggest Sambos in the industry. But Stephen A. really feel like he can run for president, bro. Really, y'all check this out. Let everybody get in the chat.
I'm not going to get to your tweets today because I'm not interested. Because I got
Salute,
something else
salute.
on my mind I want to address. And it's regarding the President of the United States of America. Is a recent endorsement I received earlier this week. For those of you who didn't see it, it was this past Wednesday night on News Nation on Chris Cuomo's show, Cuomo on News Nation. Myself, Chris Cuomo, Bill O'Reilly. It's a town hall. And the president was kind enough to call in, courtesy of Bill O'Reilly, by the way. He deserves.
Now, before he go on to why Stephen A. is the most obedient guy that we have speaking on the media, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised if them guys say, man, I think you'll be good for the president, man. You'll probably be extra obedient. You know, you're a Q dog.
There's credit for that. And Bill O'Reilly, being his instigating self, brought my name up as a presidential hopeful.
Salute,
I did
fam.
not ask him to do that. I did not want him to do that. And I certainly didn't care to have any kind of endorsements from anybody. But listen to the exchange between the president of the United States and yours truly.
Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know. Do you have any advice for Stephen A. If he launches the run?
No, Stephen A. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy. I love watching him. He's got great entertainment skills, which is very important. People watch him. You know, a lot of these Democrats I watch, I say they have no chance. I've been pretty good at picking people and picking candidates, and I will tell you, I'd love to see him run.
All right, there you go.
Oh, God. That is the last. Oh, my Lord.
Now,
I mean, I can't stop. Everywhere I've been, everybody's been asking me about it.
so y'all see how they trying to prep it back up, get a good obedient guy back into the office. It's been a lot of black drama going on. I can see another Obama 2.0. What y'all think about this, man? This man think that, I think they trying to set up to where Stephen A. may be the president, bro.
But obviously, regardless of how some of you feel about him, he's still the president of the United States. And if the president of the United States sits up there and says something like that, it counts for something. I mean what I say, and I just want to reiterate the points that I'm making, and I hope y'all can understand where I'm coming from. I kept the door open for a potential run because
Bro,
elected officials and my own pastor said, you don't know what God has planned for you.
his
You don't know
pastor,
what
bro.
life's going to be like 2 years down the road. At least show respect and courtesy to the people who love and support you in such a venture by saying you'll leave the door open to any possibilities 2 years down the road because you
This is
just don't know.
hilarious.
And that's why I said I'll leave the door open. But I have never been a politician. I have never been interested in being a politician. No disrespect to any individuals. I just consider the industry that is of politics where folks are professional beggars who perpetually owe favors. And that's not how I roll.
This is where he lying. ESPN and Disney. You owe them favors for them contracts. I know all of them things you were saying about Kyrie Irving. All of that stuff you were saying about them NBA players, bro. You had to do that, Steven. We didn't forget, bro, about the jab. We didn't forget. Now he's trying to exclude himself like he don't do the same thing the politicians do. Did y'all hear this? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat, bro. We ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe again. Bro, this is what they do. They want to throw a black guy in our face to make us feel like, oh man, you can pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Anybody can do it. This guy has already been obedient to the supremacy, bro. Any of these guys, Tatum, Officer Tatum can run. It's certain guys that I know, them twins, them Hodge twins, they can run. Al Sharpton can run. It's certain people, bro. You got to fit certain narratives on either side. They ain't finna have no Malcolm X kind of brother running for president. We know this, bro. We ain't falling for this. Let me see what y'all saying. If Steve becomes president, every Friday will be white worship day, bro. Bro, why they trying to play with us like this, man? Please take 2 seats, Steven. We know we know you work for them people. You can't hide that, Steven.
Not only that, you see politicians clamoring for donations, and having fundraising events and all of this other stuff. I don't need to do that. I got it.
Man, them people pay you. They pay you. That's why they gonna fund all of that for you, Steven. They don't tell us the real deal. See, these people want to make us feel like they get into this society, bro, and they just so self-made around these people. They just so self-made. You know what I mean? Like they don't gotta follow no rules and instructions. They just can do whatever they do. They probably own his YouTube channel, bro. What's up, Avatar? Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Salute, salute, double salute. But let's hear this, man.
A job. I'm earning more money than most of them will earn in a lifetime. So my attitude.
This is where they always talk about money. You feel me? They want you to worship that money. They probably gave him a melanin transplant. Bro, they want you to worship their money. So when they talk about money, it's like, yeah, they want you to know, like, look up to me because of that money.
Would be, why would I walk away from the life that I built for myself that doesn't have nearly the amount of stress that comes with such an occupation like that, to voluntarily put myself into that cesspool, because that's exactly what I consider it to be. Okay? So not only that, let me put myself on Front Street. I'm tired of people talking about me like I'm somebody walking around like I'm some aficionado of politics. I am not. I am a concerned, conscientious American citizen who pays attention to and cares about the issues, fully aware that I don't know everything. One side puts one spin on it, another side puts another spin on it, and you're trying to deduce what's factual, what's not factual. You're trying to decipher the spin and what the objectives and the agendas are behind them. So I'm very, very careful. Here's my aspiration, and I want my team, not just you out there, to listen to what I'm about to say, because I'm very, very serious about this.
Salute. Aisha.
If there was a position that I clamor for more than anything in the world, it's the position that Joe Rogan was in leading up to the election. Kamala Harris should have gone to visit him. Donald Trump did. And there's a lot of people who have speculated that that is a huge reason why Donald Trump won the election. I don't know whether that's true or not, but would I desire people talking about me having that kind of impact? You damn right I would. It is my hope that everybody in Capitol Hill knows that I'm one of the people they have to come through en route to their aspirations for higher office, because I got news for you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay in their ass.
This is the same. Listen, they do the same game. They gonna preach that, hey, I'm gonna make serious change when I get in there. Obama, this gonna be Obama 2.0. And it's crazy because I really feel like this man they may put his obedient behind in there. I'm starting to like understand how obedient he been and discipline black people. It's like, how you feel about reparations, giving us that check? I bet you don't talk about that. Listen, I bet you he don't bring up that.
Every chance I get, because I'm sick of what they've done to the American people. When they say we are as divided more than ever before, I blame Capitol Hill.
This that bull.
You engage in division and dissension in order to buffer yourself. You got this two-party system, and we got to pick, all right, which is the worst devil, one side or the other.
Now, I do agree with him on that. Okay? We do got two sides, but these people know how to speak the gospel, and then they'll switch on you. They'll turn their whole back on everything they said, bro.
If you notice everything that I've been doing, yes, I've had conservatives on, but I've had liberals too. And I'm going to continue to have both on. Why? Because I don't want the fringes on the left with the extreme leftists, the progressives, nor do I want the MAGA right pulling us and tilting us dramatically to one side or another. I'm a moderate. I'm a centrist. Why? What does that mean? Does that mean I'm devoid of principle? No. Does that mean I'm devoid of having a position? No. It means that I'm open-minded enough to understand why somebody else's position would be different. And even if I don't agree with them, it doesn't make them a racist. It doesn't make them a no good person. It doesn't make them...
This the new sales pitch, y'all. They understand that a lot of people on the algorithm, people are probably like, look, man, we tired of this left stuff. And we tired of this far right stuff. So we need somebody that's going to be in the middle. That's the only thing that's going to work. We done pimped out the left. We done pimped out the right. We got to keep pimping. We got to pimp with somebody that's in the middle. And Stephen is the perfect, obedient slave patrol.
Them the devil incarnate, where you got people like Elizabeth Warren treating you like you are going to hell if you don't agree with her. I don't like that. I think it lets politicians off the hook because they get away with not doing their job, which is to go on Capitol Hill and in the face of adversity every single damn day, you got to work across the aisle and within your own party to negotiate, compromise, and get things done on behalf of the American people with the understanding that no one gets everything they want.
Stephen A. versus Jasmine Crockett. What y'all think? That's gonna be the new. What y'all think, man? You know they're gonna put a man and a woman in there. They probably gotta throw a pale face in there too. But you're gonna get a man, a woman, and then you're gonna get a pale face. It's gonna be, somebody gotta be black, somebody gotta be white. You probably, this is just how the game go. If you check every news channel when you watching the news, they always have a white person and a black person right in the front. Like, you'd be like, every time? Check them out, though.
But we gonna do what's in the best interest of America. That's me. That's all I want. Because I believe it will lead to less division in the streets of America, which will be us being more at peace. Ain't y'all disturbed? And I'm not blaming Obama for this, but I'm using this as an example. We heard how the left talked about Trump leading up to the election. We've seen some of the things that Obama has said about Trump. We've seen some of the things Trump has said about Obama. How is it that they consider somebody's funeral, sit right next to each other, joking around, having a good old time? But we out in the streets ready to butt heads with one another over our differences. But the politicians that highlight and, dare I say, causes some of that division get along with one another. Don't y'all find that a bit odd? I know I do. So that's all I want to say about that. And oh, by the way, I kind of told y'all I knew Trump a little bit, right? You see the first words that came out of his mouth. Hello, Stephen. It's been a long time. Because we used to talk on and off throughout the years prior to him running for president. When I went to watch a boxing match, where did you think I went to? I went to Atlantic City at Trump's establishments. We would see him at basketball games or football games because Trump was an avid sports fan. I told you he knew me, and I know him. I appreciated him being on the air. I appreciated him being kind and respectful to me. It ain't gonna stop me from disagreeing with him. But civility is not a crime. It should actually be something that's aspired for and desired. I'm not gonna get to.
So there y'all see, man. This what we gotta go through, man. Barack 2.0. He is not officially, his parents is from across the water. So he ain't standing on American business like that. We already know that. He ain't gonna bring up nothing about reparation. We already know that. He ain't gonna say nothing about that. That just lets you know the people they pick from. But I'm gonna go on my channel, and somebody had a good video they sent me. Shout out to Tracy. She sent me this video on the channel. I'm like, bro, I gotta show y'all this. So they definitely been playing with my channel. I think it was this one. Hold on, y'all. What she sent? Yeah, go right here. All right. Hold on. So they saying that they got the new Get Out. They got the new Get Out, which how they been taking out black people. I'm gonna let her cook a little bit. Hold on, let me put it on a little fast because I don't want to be. She gonna talk a little fast because I don't want to. And I can't find the speed. Yeah, that's cool. But y'all check this out. She talk a little slow, but I'm trying to.
Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Friday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep because it just may save your life and keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. It is a mess coming out of Facebook that went viral right now. And it's very eerie, y'all. It's so eerie, it doesn't make sense. You know, we go to the movie and we watch these movies. But when stuff like this happen in real life, you have to step back and be like, open up your ears and your eyes and pay attention. Okay, y'all? So this is a story that went viral on Facebook. And it's the real life Get Out, y'all. And thank God that he got out in time because this right here could have ended badly, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all this. When y'all finish listening to the story of what just happened, I want y'all to think about something. Just really, really think about something. There's a story that came out. Everybody's been talking about. I kind of been staying away from the situation because I did the numbers on it and it was weird. So I kind of backed up off of it. But it's a story that's been all over the place about the twins that was found in the mountains. And they the police and stuff said that they, from their understanding, in their little investigation that they did, they unalived themselves. two twins that were supposed to go out of town and kick it and with their friends and stuff that end
Yeah.
up way somewhere else on a mountain. Both pop out. Okay, y'all. Um,
Peace,
this is
family.
some crazy stuff. When I heard this story right here,
Salute
it made me
to the
think about
chat.
that story, and I was like, I wonder, was either one of those twins possibly dating somebody out their race or anything like that? Somebody that was mad at them or whatever. And I did hear later on that there were some charges or some brought up, or somebody got fired that worked for the fire department with that whole situation. So I don't know if they was the one that had or their friends or whatever brought them to the mountains. But may they rest in peace. We don't know what happened. Okay, y'all. This story right here made me think about those twins. This story right here made me think about that. And I was like, wow, why is this connecting? Feel like it's connected some type of way that somebody got mad about something or whatever. This is only for people to be careful. Okay, y'all? Because I don't think all people, white people are bad. I don't. But there are some bad ones in there that's still down for this kind of mess. Okay, y'all? And this could go either way. There are stories that's coming out right now about Black girls that is out here um, setting up guys their own race. They're working these little, dating services and stuff like that, and they're, getting dates with these guys, and then their boyfriends and their friends is setting them up, robbing them, and taking them out. So this,
So it's reported that they want the melanin on our skin. It was a lady, a doctor, said that the most like sold organ on the market is black skin right now. So it's crazy out here. But check this out.
could go either way, but I just still wanted to put this out there for people to be careful, okay, y'all? Because some guys, they nose be all in the air. They done got a little swift with some cootie cat, and their nose be in the air, and they don't think no more. They don't, this is what they thinking with the other head down there, okay, y'all? They're not thinking, a lot of them. And sometimes it takes a story like this to come out to put something on their mind, even if they still stay with somebody, they still watch them very closely, okay? And you be careful about, what you're doing to letting your guard down around certain people, especially people that got, some history and not liking our race. You know what I'm saying, y'all? This is why it's so important to keep communication open, even if you're, you got a loved one in an interracial relationship. It's very important for them not to just to have a relationship with that person, but with your family too. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Your family is everything. And a lot of times, you can bring home somebody and your mama or your grandma or your daddy or your grandpa, they can read somebody or something before you can. And it's so important. They
Salute,
could read that
TBs.
person. That person could seem like a nice person to them too.
Gotta tap in with me,
But it's
TBs.
still a good thing to have that communication open
Melanie
with
is
other
worth
family
more than
members too.
gold. For real.
Excuse me, y'all. It's still a good thing to have that open communication with other family members too. If you
TBs,
are
man.
dating somebody's son or daughter or whatever, and it's an interracial, have an open communication with the parents. Have an open communications with other siblings and stuff. Because when you don't, it's red flags come up, red flags, and you already on guard in the first
This story gonna blow y'all mind, but you got to mind with this lady. She's trying to make sure we extra safe.
place because of stuff like this happening. And somebody
Y'all
close to
gotta
you is
hear
dating
this.
somebody out their race. Okay, y'all. So put that person at ease to let them get to know you too, instead of you stand offish from everybody else, but you, because some
You watch
females
the
out
movie.
here, and black women, we know, okay. Some it ain't just whites, it's Hispanics and all that stuff too. They'll date black men, but they can't stand black women.
Mm.
We know some of them that's out here like that. And when you come in a relationship with somebody and you stand offish from the rest of the family, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's very, very weird. So it's very important to keep that communication open. Okay, y'all. So I want y'all to listen to this story that's coming out on Facebook right now, y'all, and it's a doozy. Okay, I'm gonna have to play it twice so you all can literally hear the first part too, because sometimes when I cut it on, the first part being missed a little bit. So listen to this mess, y'all.
With this girl, they went on a date. I was picturing them, and then she texted him saying, "I definitely enjoyed our night out, but I don't think my parents can find out about us." Dot dot. He said, "Same here, and why?" And she said, "They despise black guys. My last black boyfriend, let's just say it didn't go well. They literally set him up to be put in jail for life for something he didn't even do. Google Wellington. I really like you, but I don't want anything to happen to you." Not giving his government name. And then he replied and said, "I like you too, and yeah, that's crazy. I went to school with him. Maybe if you sat down and had a conversation with them, they'll loosen up. Think they would be down for dinner?" And she said, "I'll ask, LOL, because I really like you, and I will not lose you." And then he said, "I don't want to lose you either." And then she basically said that her mom and stepdad will be open to meeting that evening. So I guess he meets the parents, he takes a screenshot of the dinner and shows receipts of the meeting. This is so creepy. So he took her phone and saw a message. This is so creepy, y'all. Saying this. He said it says basically that was her talking to her mom, mommy love. He seems well put together, but it's something about him me and Jeff don't approve of. He seems like he would be good around the house for things we need, but not for a relationship. Try to convince him to start working for us. And once we take a trip to the mountains this summer, we'll know the rest. Well, you know the rest. What? And then she said, Mom, I really like him. Can I at least keep him? He's very sweet. What? And then she said, not at all. Dating a black guy in the South, especially Mississippi, is not recommended. Do as you're instructed, please. You'll find someone better. And then she says, okay, I'll let him know that Jeff is hiring for work around the house. And like, what? He then posted this post on FB saying, so this is why I stopped dating outside my race, would be good and set up. And to this day, she still don't know that I saw those messages in her phone because I left afterwards and never said nothing else about it. Be careful out here, especially in Mississippi. Y'all better be safe. This is crazy. This is
Okay, y'all. Um, my heart dropped when I saw this because I was like, this guy could have literally not looked at her phone. He could have literally went to the mountains with them this summer and not made it back. And the thing that's telling me right now, I'm wondering now how many others have she dated and
Crazy.
brought home and never came back, y'all. How many? Another thing, we need to find out who this other guy is that went to jail. Because
I mean, I always felt the love funny about Mississippi, man. Just the stories I always heard. It's crazy because I got my grandma, I got family that was out there. We probably all got family in Mississippi, but it's crazy.
she's saying that he's in jail for a long time or the rest of his life or something. She said, let me go back to that part right there. Who is this other person that they sent to jail? For life. They literally set him up to be put in jail for life for something he didn't do. We need to find out who this guy is, y'all.
Salute.
Because I'm telling y'all, that guy needs to be freed. She's basically on here letting the world know. And I don't know, this guy, his name is, I don't know, do he actually know the
What's
full,
up, fam?
well, he must know the person's full
We
name.
got fam in the building tonight, man. I
Says Google
appreciate y'all.
Blank Wellington. So whoever Blank Wellington is, he's in jail for the rest of his life for dealing with this woman.
Gotta open up the
For
chat.
dealing with her. They sent him to jail. So the thing of it is now, and I guess this is the guy that, was dating her, Levante Devon. Maybe people need to reach out to him and find out who this guy is that she sent to jail. So they can try to get this guy out of jail, y'all. That's number one, get this guy out of jail. Number two, where's these mountains that she claimed that they were going to go for the summer? Do he know where these mountains are? Because probably some nobodies up there, y'all. My personal opinion. Y'all be safe out here because this right here is crazy. It's crazy. That's why I tell so many people, be careful when people want to isolate you too. When they want to, when you meet somebody and they want to isolate you from your family, that's a red flag too. That's a definite red flag when everything is cool with your family, and then all of a sudden you and this person in your family don't get along no more, and this and that, and they're being drawn closer to this other person. They're a little bit at a time, just easing them out of your life to be in theirs. And then they want to make sure that you're not even getting along with that person, that you get to a point where you throw your hands up and be like, the heck with him or her. If this is who you want to be with, go on and do you.
So school start from, you said you were born in Mississippi, man. What is it like out there in Mississippi? I've been there a couple of times, but I'm saying as far as, can you relate to this, bro? Let us know in the chat.
It's okay to be with somebody, but to disown your family too at the same time that you're with this person, those are red flags. Those are red flags, and it's for females too. If you start talking to somebody, and it doesn't matter about the race. It doesn't. When you get into a relationship, and before you got into that relationship, you and your family was cool, and this and that and this, and then it felt like a storm just blew in when you with this person, and everybody else around you don't mean nothing to you no more. You have to be careful about these things because they'll isolate you first. And the reason why they want to isolate you first, so when the hammer come down and they do whatever they're going to do to you, there's nobody else around. You can't even be like, oh, I talked to this person this day and that day and this day. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful about these type of situations. So y'all, please be careful. There's so many stories coming out. And like I told y'all about those twins that was found in those mountains, there's another set of twins that they just found too. After that set of twins. So is something going on right now?
Bro, it was another set of twins that they found in mountains, bro. Do y'all hear this? It's like, this is why when we be preaching that segregation, we be on that segregation. You know what I'm saying? This is what we be, this is why we want. Because them people be grabbing us up, bro, doing all kind of stuff, and we don't know what's going on.
Maybe they getting ready for their little summer solstice stuff. I don't know what is going on, but please be careful, y'all. They always think that the grass is green on the other side, but sometimes, you can mess up with everybody that really, really loved you all these years. You'll think that, oh, this person is going to protect me from the...
Forget that. Give me the attitudes and all of that. Give me everything. I don't want nothing to do with this here on the other side, man. We got to preach our brothers, man. Look, bro. It's crazy, man. 2 young brothers was found in a lake. This is what I'm saying, man.
The world, but
I
it's
be
okay to
going
protect you
out
from
here
outsiders.
ready
But
to
when you get to a point where you thinking that this person is protecting you from the people that they
go
loved you
on
all
the
your life,
trigger.
you got to be careful about every situation. Okay, it's okay to fall in love. It's okay to be with somebody, but include them into your circle that you already have. Don't.
White dude, I'm at the grocery store with this soldier rag on my head. White dude said, "Man, why you wearing the soldier? Why you wearing the army flag on your head?" I said, "Man, I always feel like I'm at war, man." He ain't say nothing after that. He just walked past, bro. Like, yeah, I'm on that. I feel like that. I'm ready. Don't even play with me, bro. Let me let this go though, man.
Let that person isolate you from that circle. So this is so very important. I remember a while ago when we lived at a different address, and it was a neighbor that lived down the street from us, and she was kind of like a loner. She was like to herself,
Bro, put
and she started like talking to us and stuff like that, and we
town
became
I'm
real
from
protective of her
predominantly
because she was
black,
kind of naive. She was very naive. Okay.
so we don't
And
be
we would
around
talk
white
to her
folks
about
like
the dating and all of this stuff because she used to go out on a lot of dates, and she just randomly anybody that asked her out, she'll go. She wasn't close with family, or she didn't have a lot of family, and she would just go. And they like those type of people. They like these type of people because if you come up missing, don't nobody know. That's why we was so hard on her and everything.
mm,
And she was a grown woman, but she would come down there after we kind of talk to her about certain things. She got to a point where before she would go out on a date, she would introduce them to us, and we would know who it is. I got to a point where I look at the ID. I ain't lying, y'all. I did. This is what me and my mom would do to make sure she made it home safe, and that's still not always good because I'm gonna tell y'all this. I mean, you would know who did it, but look how many times do y'all see the news? Whereas somebody didn't got taken out by somebody that the family knew too. There's a story that just came out on the news the other day that this well, she wasn't.
and y'all notice that they be real young, bro. So our 17, 18, 19-year-old boys, I just remember me being that age. I couldn't wait to just be out the house and just like I'm free. I got a car at like 17. I want to drive around. So we gotta let them know, they gotta be understanding like what's going on. Cause they ain't gonna know what's going on, bro. Somebody can easily, you know, put a pretty girl in front of them. They stealing organs. We don't know what they doing. He put the town Emmett Till from is like 30 minutes from my town. My great grandmama was 16 when he got killed. Bro, I still remember that story. You know, I still remember that story, bro. And they had a video about a couple years ago where they was at that white lady house, bro. The white lady passed now, but she lied on them. She lied on them. When I used to travel, I went live on social media and dropped my location in every city and state. And you know what's crazy? My family been telling me to get on my driver's license. I put that I'm a organ donor. I gotta take that off, bro. How do you take that off? Because they be playing so many type of games with us, bro. You can't.
She was kind of young. She was. I think she was like 17 or something like that.
I'm
And she
finna
was dating
call
like a
in
20-something-year
tomorrow,
old guy.
Monday
And her
morning.
sister dropped her off at his house. And when she dropped him off, her sister off at this guy's house, they never saw her again until they found her. They found her body. And this guy, he knew that the sister knew where he lived at and all of that stuff. Some of them don't care. Some of them got a lot of screws missing that they could care less if you know who they are or not. When they ready to snap and do some stuff, they were snapping and do some stuff. And they could care less about going to jail or none of that. Half of them still should have been in jail in the first place. They didn't get out for doing something to somebody else. So you have to be careful when it comes down to these type of situations. Y'all, this is a hot mess right here. This is a hot mess right here. And I wonder if he would have saw that phone,
Damn.
or if he did see that phone like he did, and he continued to date her but not go nowhere with her and her family and this and that and this, would it have got to a point where she would have asked him to go to those mountains for the summer with her family? I wonder now, would she have eventually asked him? Because she asked her mom and her dad, can she keep this one? You got to pay attention to this, because when somebody say, can I keep this one? He's a good one. He's a good guy and this and that and this. Can I keep him, mama? Can I keep him? That means they didn't get rid of some other ones before. Now the question is, how did they get rid of him? Did they break up the relationship, or did they actually get them to the mountains and take this guy out? And this is eerie, and y'all, this is so eerie it doesn't make sense. Because just think about you going to the mountains with your girlfriend and her family, And all of a sudden you get, things get weird and you out there with these people, you don't know nothing, no nothing, nothing. Okay, y'all. And if you call somebody, ain't nobody gonna get there in time to save you. You didn't put yourself in a vulnerable situation with people. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna catch them off guard and probably, whack them with something or whatever, or either give them something in their food. You have to be careful about this type of situation. You
Don't eat
truly
at their
have to be
restaurants.
careful about this. And like I said, they always think the grass greener, but it's not always that way.
Us.
And he was smart enough to walk away from this situation. But I'm hoping and praying that he take this a step further and help out the dummy that's locked up for the rest of his life just because he was hanging out with this female right here. Okay, y'all. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.
So shout out to Tracy T, man, for throwing that in the chat. You better get off. You better get that off. Say you lost your license and get a new one. For real. Oh, dog. They been telling me that. They finesse you with it, make it sound like you doing, yeah, but black people, we can't give out organ. We gotta have something that where we do it for us, bro. You feel me? We gotta get out this system, man. So people don't want to hear that, but we cannot. We have to have our own system within this system. That's the only thing that's gonna work, in my opinion. Yeah, call dog. I'm with you on that. You have to go down to the MDV in person and have them correct and change the organ issue. Bro, I'm going there Monday morning, bro. I ain't lying to you. Because I don't feel, that somebody told me that. I don't feel comfortable, bro. But I always keep my head on a swivel. I'm just trying to get my boys right. You know what I'm saying? To make sure they know what's going on, bro. Cause I got a nephew that likes Spanish girls, bro. And a lot of our younger boys that's coming up right now, they digging, they around here talking about Spanish girls, and you know what I'm saying? Like I got a little nephew, EJ. He around here with, they don't got that, they don't got that soul like when we came up, like our 90s babies, 80s babies. They don't have that, it's different now. Things so integrated that, you damn near gonna have to make it, you damn near gonna have to put that racist in them. Man, let's go back to the history. Get a traveler's ID, not a normal driver's license. For real, man. I'm trying to put together a meet and greet, man, for the fam. I was talking to a couple of people in my group. We trying to do something for the community, just something something that stick. Some kind of like a party or something we can get together. But yeah, we trying to bring wealth, health, and a better understanding of self, because we got to know about this, man. We got to preach to the young kids, man, because they're at risk right now. Seem like they don't want none of them. They don't want no old meat. They want some young, impressionable, young people. But y'all know how it go, man. I've been covering a bunch of little stories. No doubt, we have got to stay alert. Yeah, because them young people, I'm telling you, they not as alert as us. They just feel like they grew up in a different world where they trying to portray that everything is everything. Everybody love each other. And we know that is far from the truth, man. But that's what's going on right now. But I touched on some stuff, man, in the video. I want y'all to, now we seeing the same thing. I want y'all to see what this bozo said, bro. Shout out to her though. Nah, but that's the wrong one. But y'all know we got the chat, Khalid, straight up. Yeah, I appreciate you, Khalid, for that. But I'm getting that driver's license fixed, man. I can't afford to do it. I can't afford to just have that on there. It's a scam. Because like you said, our melanin skin is the most, that's the organ that's the most sold. So they say. So I heard from a doctor. It was a lady, and I heard it from Bobby Price. I don't know if y'all know about Dr. Bobby Price, but I heard them say that that's the most valuable organ. And I heard somebody in the chat said it's more valuable than gold. But my baby's gonna change the world. Definitely not gonna be like these bots. I don't know what Gen Z doing, bro. The problem is that they don't have that. We gotta put that soul back in. We gotta put that soul in them. They walking around here thinking the world is. That's why they try to portray it like this. You know, they control our music. I was on my last video saying that we would have been so rich if we would have been segregated, bro. We would have had industries like, oh my goodness, bro. If we would have stayed segregated, they would be, bro, America would be at the bottom. We would be probably the richest nation. We would probably run America. Because there was no way after we had them 200 cities burned, it was no way we wasn't going to do nothing but dominate. We would have had the NBA, football, we would have had music, we would have had movies. Like we would have ran the whole, it would have been us. Everybody would have wanted to see us. They would have had to go to us to see us. It was just, it would be, I can understand why they had to burn them cities down, bro. And they had to integrate because they see our value and it was like, yeah, we got to be on top of this. If we on top of this, we're going to get money. It's either them, it's either us or them. That's how they looked at us back then. But now seeing how it played 100 years later, bro, from 1919 to now, we can see that they're on top of every industry, bro. Like we had our own planes, we had airports, hospitals, all this kind of stuff. And now they want to act like, you know, like this guy, Officer Tatum, he want to act like black people just decided we want to hate on each other, we want to take each other out, we want to fill up the prisons so they can make billions. Like they really trying to sell this to the people. It's like we know that y'all everything is happening for a reason, bro. That's why the music is like this. Our music, when black people really had control of their music, the music wasn't coming out like this. You weren't hearing none of this dumb stuff. People had soul. They were speaking from the heart, bro. They were trying to free people, bro. Like y'all got control over all of this stuff, and this is why we getting the outcomes we got. That's why we screaming segregation. We don't care what we gotta go through. Get me from around these people, bro. And I ain't saying it is some cultures that they ain't on that. But just from looking at our timeline, if you look at our timeline, there's no way you will say that integration helped us. That ain't help us, bro. For real, shout out to you, especially if they didn't destroy Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Rosewood, we'd have been a real Wakanda-like nation within a nation. Exactly, bro. They had to destroy that. That's what I'm saying. They had to do it. Because it just, we would have been running everything.
That I've been decrying that for the longest time.
But
the law
it's because of black people who inherently are in their consciousness are racist individuals because they don't like Clarence Thomas because he got a white woman. But let me tell you this: I bet you $1 million you won't see D.L. Hughley.
So see, he want to act like we don't like people because they got a white woman. Like it's what y'all be standing on, bro. It's like they don't really stand on real business for us. They'll get up here and say, black people, man, look, black people. They don't never want to point to the boogeyman. When the rules are clear, like in sports, we dominate. Shut up. When the rules are clear, like sports, we dominate. But when it comes to laws of the government, they like to make it fuzzy. They don't want to let you know too much. Yeah, man. Just like with this Carmelo case, right? They made the stand your ground law, but now they don't want it to apply for him. You know, they don't, It's not, people don't know that it was a slave code. If you look this up, it's a slave code that like black people wasn't even allowed to defend yourself. You don't have the same laws, bro. You're supposed to be oppressed. Your job is to be the bottom floor for everybody else. Your job is to be the rug that everybody walk on, you know, dust their feet off on and move and keep it moving. That's what your job was supposed to be. Anything else, they don't want
Really
it.
talking about Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR driver that did the fake hoax with the news. You'll never hear him talk about him because he's willing to say all this activist stuff that he's not really believing in. But he got a white woman. So D.L. Hughley is inconsistent with his projection against black people. I'll just say this. Black people cannot exist in America isolating themselves in a cocoon with other black people who, to be honest, hate on them more than white people do.
And this is why, Officer Tatum, when we had our Black Wall Street, this is what you have to speak on. When we had that, okay, the racist white America wanted to push for integration. And you said on your show, Officer Tatum, that segregation was the best thing for us, right? So our point is, if we had segregation, right, we would have had the NBA, we would have had our own leagues, we would have had more.
See, they don't want to talk about, like, he's saying that we ain't gonna exist. How we ain't gonna exist? Why they burnt down them towns then? If we wouldn't exist with just black on black people, bro, why did they burn down them towns? We had over 200 cities. We got a town that's underwater right now. They using as Lake Lanier. It don't make sense for you to say that, and we got history facts on our people, bro. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let it cook, bro.
Ownership. So this is what you're doing. You're pushing us to a path that you want us to be permanent employees and not go to our roots where we were thriving, where we had our own things. This is how they gained a lot of wealth, and now they're on top of us. And not to say that they're on top of us, because we just could have had our own avenues with music, with sports, with a lot of things. You're trying to push us to not be in ownership. You don't talk about that. I see you get sponsors on your show a lot, and you get a lot of probably white companies that push you. This is the area where they're trying to push us at. Just like the NFL, we don't have no ownership. They don't want to talk about us having ownership, having our own leagues, benefiting off of the stuff that we dominated. But let me let them go, and I'm gonna definitely give more of my opinion.
And D.L. Hughley is a perfect example of it. Why won't you uplift your brothers? Why won't you celebrate the brothers that got invited to the White House that won the Super Bowl? Why wouldn't you? Because you just don't like Donald Trump. And I guarantee you'll never hear D.L. Hughley say anything negative about Donald Trump before he became a Republican president. That's why I don't have no respect for these dudes. And then I'll tell you this, Stephen A., they don't never talk about the thugs in our community. They never talk about the problems. I mean, consistently talk about the ailments that are in our community. Talk about, abortions that go on in our community higher than anywhere else in the country. They don't talk about the murder rate in our community that's higher than anywhere else in the country.
And if you look up the lady who created abortion, she wanted, it was specifically to abort black babies. And they don't want to talk about that. But that lady, she wrote a book on it and everything. Like she didn't want a lot of black babies because they was sexualizing the community. They knew that they was going to be sexualizing the community. So they had to make it so people wouldn't want the kids because they knew it was going to be a lot of sexualization going on. And we could have just overruled. So it's just smart moves that they do with us, bro, and we don't even have nothing about. But yeah, man, that's why we got to come together. We got to practice group economics, man. Margaret Sanger, yeah, the mother of eugenics. Shout out to you putting that in there, bro. Like, this was to control us. This was for population control. Think about this now. We're at 13 million. We at 13% of the population, and we stay there. Like, they make sure we in the 13 percentile, bro. Every time. Like, we ain't going up and down. We've been at that same, but other cultures they're about to pass us. It's like, how do y'all put us at that 13%? Murders, a lot of deaths. It's like they understand abortion. They understand keeping us right there. They know that that's the right number to where we can't do too much. So their goal is to keep us right there. It's all about them numbers, bro. Them numbers mean so much, man. But these guys just be rapping, bro.
They don't talk about the education system that has failed black people. They don't talk about these politicians.
Because, Tatum, this is all by design. He don't want to talk and understand that this is by design. This ain't just happening for no reason. We don't just got the worst education system and and crime in the neighborhood for no reason. There's people that's benefiting off of this. Keep it 100. And I'm sure he's a smart guy, so I know he understands that. Like I said on my channel, it's over 500 businesses that contract work to prisons. Okay, so that means there are prisons that's getting that's pushing out free labor to businesses. A lot of businesses that you guys support, and they benefit off of the crime. Just like people going to the NFL and the NBA, they need a pipeline of people that's going to jail. Taylor.
Now, when I say this, people don't believe this, but if we didn't have no crime, if crime stopped tomorrow, just like the reason why there's no, like, they could stop cocaine from coming into the city, these drugs from coming into America. But why would they do that? This benefits them. This is where a lot of jobs, a lot of income, they seize a lot of black people money because they selling drugs, millions of dollars. You know how many drug dealers they take out the streets and go and send to jail? This is a lot of money, bro. If you cut that all off, if you cut everything off, where no crime, no anything, and people just was, you know, being to themselves, praying 7, 8 times a day and not doing anything, it would be no money. That's why they gotta have this rap music, this gangster, all of this they gotta have control of, but they don't want to take no ownership of it. They don't want to take no ownership of the crime that's going on. They own the music. They don't want to take ownership of that. They don't want to take ownership of none of the destruction. They're gonna have guys like Officer Tatum get on the TV. This is the cover-up to say, black people, man, y'all so wild. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all just want to hurt each other and do gangs, knowing that it's beneficial to y'all. It's people that's making billions of dollars. Why would this stop? Why would you want to stop it if you're making billions? So it's like this game is being ran and ran and ran, and people ain't even peeping it, bro. Because it's black people like this that's blaming black people. Like, this ain't hard. This ain't rocket science to understand, too, bro. It's like everybody understands this, bro. We didn't come all of this way and just have people just, you know, that Willie Lynch is working very perfect. They got all the angles covered. It's a brilliant idea. Because it's people that think that, you know, black people just crazy like that. Like, we just commit crimes. We just want to be legal slaves. Like, they think people just going into jail every year trying to be legal slaves. That's the same thing like the NFL, bro. They going in there sizing the players up. Let me see how tall you is. Let me see how fast you can run, boy. Let me see how high you can jump. Like, all of this is, we just living in a modern day where it's covered up a lot easier. You can cover it up.
This is how America is working. It don't take you. I know you're a smart enough guy to understand that. I know you're a smart enough guy to understand all of the problems that you're naming. It's a financial gain for somebody. Black people are not just, we didn't come all of this way to just have all of these problems happen in our community. I'm sick of people just trying to point at black people with this, understanding that the prison system make billions, the healthcare system make billions, all these institutions that he's naming, they're behind making billions of dollars from this. Let me let them go.
They put illegal aliens before they put black people. Look at Brandon Johnson in Chicago. Billions of dollars spent on illegal aliens, won't spend a dime on black folks. Look at Barack Obama. He came from Chicago. Can't name me not one policy that benefited black folks, especially not in Chicago. So DL usually won't talk about these brothers. They won't talk about these hoodwinking snake oil salesmen that are acting like they're activists. For instance, Reverend Al Sharpton.
I'm with you on this. Now you speaking. Now you cooking. And it's the thing about Tatum. He'll say some things, but he won't point at the boogeyman, bro. He's not gonna state the facts of who's really in control of the destruction of the community. You want to make it seem like the community just in destruction, and it's just like that because black people just decided as time goes on, we want our community to be bad. We want this to be bad. We just want to hurt each other.
Feel like
you're not being genuine. You're being disingenuous when he's talking. And I want y'all to understand that. He's saying some things that make sense, but he understands. He's smart enough to understand what's really going on.
Yeah, I'm with you, Avatar. I do feel like they play with the numbers. For some reason, I do feel like they playing with the numbers because you is right. It's like they say we 43 million. You know, it's a lot of states that they claim the black people, but I don't know, man. We don't got a good control of everybody. That's why we got them. He said they push with 36 trillion, but the Federal Reserve has 120 trillion dollars in obligations. Yeah, the math definitely don't be mathing. I'll tell you that much. Math definitely don't be mathing, man. But man, I want y'all to call in. I want somebody to call in, man. I want to get y'all take on this. What y'all think about all of this, bro? Going on.
These people are the most disingenuous individuals I've ever seen in my life. They can go on a boycott of Target, not realizing that there's black people that got product in Target. So why would you boycott Target in the black communities where black people work at the Target? How about we stop wasting energy being victims and start supporting black people? Have a march to support black businesses where we spend our money in black businesses, where we
see when people say stop being victims, that means they don't want us to get our money for reparations. That's what stop being victims mean. We don't want our bosses to have to pay for the reparations. So we're gonna say this because you ain't for them 200 cities that's burnt, for slavery, for all the crimes, the injustice that was happening to the community, environmental racism. We ain't trying to pay y'all. So we gonna get black people like this to get up here and talk this gospel.
Put our money in black banks, where we send our kids to black universities. Stephen A., you know why you would never see them do that? Because they wouldn't dare put their money in a black bank. They wouldn't dare send their kids to black universities. And D.L. Hughley and the rest of them won't dare live in a black neighborhood. Ask Stephen A. where he live at. I guarantee you, we look it up, he live around number of white folks. So this is why I don't believe these people and why they're detrimental to black people in America.
I got to take a break to pay a bill. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more in just a second. What I would challenge you on, Officer Tatum, and I respect the hell out of you and where you're coming from. I don't agree with everything you said, but let me say this. A lot of the litany of things that you labeled in terms of problems that exist in our community, problems that exist in our country, you're absolutely right on point. I'm not here to challenge that at all. I love the last part that you made about how they were so focused on immigration, they were so focused on woke culture and cancel culture, they forgot about black folks along the way, the folks on the left. I totally agree with you about that. I've been decrying that for the longest time. And when I think about D.L. Hughley, I've said this before you came on the show today. I'm like, listen, you can't sit up there and talk mess about somebody, all right, and then expect them to do business with you. You've got to be willing to compromise. You got to be willing to.
So this is why Stephen A. having the left and the right on his show, because he trying to get into that medium. This works perfect for him because he trying to understand where that medium where I can get both of them. And I ain't got to be tied on to neither one, but I'm going to get majority of both of them. The higher ups be moving smart. But the best way we could do is segregate. And they're going to tell us, man, we can segregate within this system. But that's why, man, we try to put a group together, man, and we're trying to do some big positive thing and figure out how we could definitely make a nation within a nation, man. That's what we got to look to. We can't think small no more, but y'all call into the chat. I want to hear what y'all think.
He's not a politician. You got to be willing to work. It can't be about denigrating the president for every damn thing. Like there isn't a single thing that he says that he doesn't do right. Everything he says isn't wrong. Everything he says isn't off kilter. Some things he said he does have a point about. There's no question about that. I push back on you when you try to lay like somebody like a D.L. Hughley when he pointed out how Trump challenged his nationality, whether he was born in the United States or not. Let's not forget that. When we point to issues, when we talk about what have they done for us or what hasn't been done for us, when we see a guy like Clarence Thomas and others, you speak against affirmative action, but you benefited from affirmative action. When we hear Trump come into office and literally a plane collides with a helicopter and he's blaming DEI with no evidence whatsoever, and they're questioning the meritocracy of something or the merits of something, and all of those kind of things are taking place, we do find ourselves, and I think D.L. Hughley is absolutely entitled to find himself uncomfortable with some of the things that he is seeing. You see, he might have gone too far by saying what he said. I think he did. Anybody that goes to the White House, anybody that communicates with Trump, I think that's beyond the pale. But him being skeptical, him questioning some things, I don't think that's off filter, Officer Tatum. I don't.
Well, Stephen A., if his skepticism was genuine, I agree. My father has skepticism of Donald Trump and things that are genuine. My dad is a good man. He's acting in good faith and he don't hate white people.
But how do you know it's not genuine?
I think he has a big issue and he hates white people deep down in his soul. And that's why everything white people do, he has a criticism. When white people get in a shooting against black people, he has a criticism. I guarantee you I haven't seen his take on the kid in Dallas that stabbed a young man in the heart. I guarantee you.
Why would they have problem with racist white people? And he racist deep down in his heart. You make it seem like we don't got history of proven facts that they use these people to divide it, where they use these people to do trauma, burn down our towns. Why wouldn't you would develop some type of anger and hate towards people, bro? Once they did certain things to your people. Like, I don't understand why that's so. A white dude even told me this one day. He was like, yeah, man, they took land in California, and I wouldn't be like, I understand why people are mad. Let somebody steal your land and stuff that you had. You would be pissed off at them too. It's like, I don't understand why they so shocked that people are upset that they didn't get justice due.
He took the side of the black man. Let's go back to the birther thing. The birther is argument about the validity of Barack Obama's birth certificate started with Hillary Clinton. And there was a whole bunch of other politicians outside of Donald Trump. Donald Trump piggybacked off of things that people had already established. D.L. Hughley, I mean, we can go down a list of all the other things that you said. His skepticism of policy. What policy is he referring to that Donald Trump is doing that's against black people? Last time I checked, building the economy helps build black people's pocketbook. Last time I checked, when you're talking about immigration and getting all these illegal aliens out of our country, spending taxpayer dollar, black people pay taxes. That helps and benefits the black community. When you think about Clarence Thomas, this is a black man who worked his way up and decided that we do not need affirmative action because it discriminates against all people. It discriminates against black people because there are black people who are qualified that are not necessarily associated with this affirmative action thing. You know, they may have a family, they come from a good family, a good household, and they're not associated with getting a handout because.
So, y'all know I dropped this video. I just wanted to get over a couple points with this, man, but I definitely want to tap into the chat about just moving to the next, getting to the next step. We got to segregate, delineate, whatever that is, to make sure that we got to get people like this from around us. If they talking like this, they ain't right. He gonna say half truths every time, bro. He gonna say half truths the whole time. But I want to know what y'all think about that in the comment section, man. What do you think about what this guy, Officer Tatum, be spitting? Because a lot of people, he got a lot of support. And he got him sold. Like, he got him all the way sold with how he coming. Talking heavy, bad about black people. Let me show y'all how bad this man. If you see, like, his page, bro, I'm finna let y'all see this, bro. This is crazy. Just look at his page. You'll see. And some of it, is black people that need to be talked about. But if you look at his page, Jasmine Crockett, white mom calls black child the N-word. I bet you with this, he got a take on it for them. Everything is black, is black people, bro. Y'all ain't seeing it, they ain't let me show it, but all of it is black people. Africa sucks, black America. It's just everything black. Everything talking about black people. So it's like, dang, homie. They got you like that. And he got sponsors galore. But that's the games they play with us, man. That's the games they play with us. Dang. But I want to know what y'all think in the comment section, man. We got salute to everybody that's in the Discord group, man, where we trying to make things happen. Let me put this and turn this live on. But salute to y'all. I want to know what y'all turn this on. YouTube been playing with my channel like crazy. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me. Push me on the algorithm. Oh, they ain't even letting me. That's crazy. They ain't even letting me go live on this one. I mean, they ain't even letting me monetize my video for this one. They just like, nah, bro, we ain't doing it. They like, we ain't doing it, bro. Appreciate that, man. They not even letting me go live and monetize this video. I don't know what I said, bro. But why do they play with me like this? Welcome to Mystery Babylon. May I take your orders? Bro, I don't know what it is, man, but Department of Government, shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody always tapping in. Y'all know I got that paperwork coming. I'm working on it. Shout out to Avatar, Cat, T Beezy. I appreciate you. Yeah, we got a lot coming, man. We got some things. I got to speak to Mickey, because I had something for her. She was like, I got you, but she ain't nowhere to be found no more. I hope she all right. But yeah, man, we got to spread the message about them mountains. Don't be going on no boat rides, man, with unfamiliar people. Don't be going on no mountain climbing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it was I, we trying to set up a meet to meet people, a meet and greet. I was talking to some fellas about that, what we trying to do. So make sure y'all keep tapped in to the Discord because we got some stuff coming. Pocahontas, okay. Salute. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Sound like you got that you got a Seminole or Cherokee name over there. Salute to you though. Too much info being given out. You got the elite spook. Bruh, this is the first time like I literally can't even monetize the video, bro. Like they not even okay. All right, they let me do it right now. I probably talked them up. Bro, but they been playing with me. Like I don't know what, like they been playing with my channel, bro. People be in my comment section like, yo, it's like 10 comments on here. I only see one. What's going on? I just get the weirdest stuff on my page, bro. It's like I don't trust these people, but I don't like to be bullied and silenced, dog. Like I ain't want to. It's just hard for me to like let somebody just try to control me, bro. I hate it, bro. But you right. They don't like people talking about how they benefit off of crime. Like it's countries that done eliminated crime. They make billions of dollars off of people going to prison, and they could make some of that money could be restored to, helping crime, helping poverty, so they don't have to, deal with people committing crimes and having people at risk. But they making so much money and they marketing crime every day on the TV for us because they know it's billions to be made, bro. We got enough technology there where we can stop crime, bro. We can really have jobs for people to do, and we can take those $1 billion and use them for a better use. They ain't on that. They finna keep influencing these you to be legal slaves, bro. You a legal slave once you go into that jail. And the chances of you going back when you go in is very high. You put me too, fam. It's very high. So trying to figure out how to stop crime. Did what I'm saying. These people know, bro. They know how to stop crime. It's going in other countries. They don't got no crime. They got crime on stuff that's gonna like stop their country from making money and stuff like that. But it's a reason why America got the most prison systems in the world. They got to have people going to jail. They have to have people going into jail, bro. It'll be a lot of money lost. And they don't like people talking about that. Ain't nobody talking like that on the internet. Ain't nobody on the internet saying, look, this is like, why don't we use the billions of dollars that we making to like rehab people, bro, and make it so it ain't poverty. They need people poor, and they need people to be, violent and crime. And they need to put that on the media so it could cause more and more people to do the same thing. It ain't no reason, bro. People just taking people out and doing 30, 40 years, taking their life away. It don't even make no sense, bro. You right. If China can do it, if China figured out how to stop crime, America can do it. But they too invested. They too invested, bro. So, man, I salute for y'all, man, tapping in. How somebody I could vent this stuff to, because this stuff it's like, I know some of these smart guys are smarter than this. I know they smart to understand this business, I'm just a businessman that understand the business. Yeah, just like our medications they getting from India, and they charging us up. They running it up like 200-300%. You go to the doctor right now, bro. You can go to India and go get little medications and stuff that they making. is so much cheaper. You could literally walk in there with no prescription, no nothing. Here in America, bro, you gotta walk in to get you gotta get prescribed stuff from a doctor. In other countries, bro, you could just get what you need. Oh, you need this? Oh, you having this problem? Go get this. See, they trying to make the doctor be in position so they could. It's all a money grab, bro. It's a big money grab. But I appreciate y'all for listening, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. But we definitely got I want y'all to know about, you know, I'm trying to make some moves a little bit more silent. I know if you watching my channel, shout out to People Unite. I know you trying to make, you know, you tired of this crap. You trying to make something shape, bro, like me. And I'm with you. We got some ideas that we trying to do. And I'm trying to put y'all on there real quick. I'm gonna put it in the chat. But y'all know I definitely go live every weekend for sure. I normally drop something throughout the week. But I've been working on some stuff, man, some real stuff lately that I'm proud of. And it's been people helping me out. I got to shout out to people that's in the Discord. Shout out to Don Jeter, man. He been helping out. Everybody in the chat, bro. Nikki P, she been doing her thing. It's like when you have a group of people coming together trying to really do something, that's when the magic happens. And I'm blessed to be having y'all, you know, giving me information. Shout out to Avatar, bro. But Kobe, Dr. Sebi. Yeah, man. They taking our people out who can make impact. You put, big pharma folks. Big pharma don't like folks tapping into their funds. They will take them out. Yeah, and they make a lot of money too. Big pharma is like big pharma in prisons. It's like big time. But man, I'm trying to link, man, with us to be having a financial system that where we don't gotta depend on these higher ups. That's the only way we're gonna really go somewhere. You know, I'm a water treatment specialist, and I try to make sure that everybody in you know, that's black in America understand that, you know, I'm here to definitely give you real, you know, because there's a lot of games being played with the water that you got to know about, and giving people that information so they don't get caught up. You know, a lot of that magnesium and calcium that's in the water, for some reason, all water got a lot of calcium and magnesium in it. And if you look up the amount of grams or magnesium or calcium that you can have, anything more than that can cause like dysfunction, kidney and liver problems. So by us, you know, using this type of water, we got to be very on point with the water and the food we eat, because black people are the most with heart disease. We are leading in all the diseases, you know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to stay healthy, man, and stay living, bro. So you got to definitely be worried about your health. They don't want us to care about our health at all. You know, they want us to watch their commercials when they showing us all this stuff. They ain't gonna show us nothing that's gonna keep us living. We were supposed to be doing like living to like 120. I heard a story an older lady told me when I went to her house one time. Was like people was living when it today was like 120 in some country, and they had to cut that out. But Dr. Sebi was taken out to court. He was taken to court and won. Yeah. Kobe had a suit against them for using the Mamba name. Yeah, they play with us. They play with us about. I wonder why they wanted to take Kobe out, though. Like what he was doing. He was doing something in other countries, though. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody, though. Make sure y'all give us that information in the chat. I got a lot of stuff going on in that chat. I'm gonna get into this guy, Tatum. But People Unite. Salute the People Unite, man. I like that name. Cause they pimping everybody. It don't matter what you is. You know, you still getting pimped. Everybody getting pimped. People just be in a good position because they ain't black, but they think they ain't getting pimped. They pimping you too, man. Everybody got to be somewhere. They just got to have you fitting somewhere. Facts, TBZ. We need to set a time. Yeah, and I want to know everybody's strengths and weaknesses because I'm trying to set up to where we got these we got different programs where we can generate, you know, self-preservation. We all can generate income, man, and be able to do some things together and lead, you know, and we can lead by example. But we gonna come up with that time to meet on Discord. I want to have something that where we meet up with everybody, and I want everybody to kind of contribute to the fund. So I was talking to Avatar about having like a van or a bus to where pick everybody up, drop everybody off. You know what I'm saying? Especially the people that's coming from away, and we all come together. So you know, cause y'all know I don't want us in them planes, man. I don't want us in them planes, but just so it could be cost efficient for everybody. But that's why I want us to be generating income together. We got to get back to that. That's how we was in Black Wall Street days. We got to team up and get some of this $1.8 trillion, and we got to bring that in and then use that accordingly. So, like your boy say, man, health, wealth. No. Dr. Sebi say water, energy, food, and medicine. You know, we got to be able to have that. We got to be able to have that on point. And I got that. I already know where everything is at. Like we already know that we can have everything at our fingertips. We just got to make sure we coming together and generating the income as one. And then after that, once you start making that income, everything gonna happen. For real. For real, man. Yeah, my love for the people is strong, man. Especially people that's about trying to make change. It's like I got a different set of love for you when you actively, you know, participating in something and trying to make change. It's like I got a different level of love and respect for you. So salute to everybody in that chat. I'm bringing that water to my city too. For real. Man, I got the game plan already for that. Like, that's where it's at. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Nikki P because she said something like, if y'all saying something like have a directory. You know, it's a lot of things that we can have in each communities, you know. And don't nobody even gotta know. That's the cool thing about being in business. Like a lot of people don't even gotta know what it is. People just want service and you gotta know how to market it. And with this online platform now, like getting leads from getting leads from online is like they got something I just researched called I found out about. I'm working with it. It's called damn, I don't forgot the name of it. Let me get the name for that for y'all. But it's like an AI where you can get leads. I ain't even gonna put it on here, but you can get leads. Yeah, virtual address. There you go. Get you a virtual address. People ain't gonna know what it is. You just gotta quality, the standard of quality. We gotta step up. We gotta know what the industry is offering in quality, bro, and offer better service. Like I pride myself in my water treatment business is trying to offer the best quality. I go into people and really care about them. Like, bro, I really care about you. So ain't nobody gonna care about you like my company is, or the people who I associate with. Like, I make sure I got people around me who really care about the people, bro. We ain't just doing this to make a check. We want people to be safe. We want people to, like, you know what I'm saying, have good, clean drinking water for a good price, with a good service, with the best warranty. It's like once you give people great quality and great value, they can't go nowhere, bro. They're never gonna go. If you've ever been to a restaurant where they give great quality, great service, it's a wrap. It's nothing that these people can do. They gotta shop with you. So if we put this same principles in each, whatever you start, whatever business you're trying to put, it's unbreakable. You know, because it's a lot of businesses out here. They just trying to run up prices, and ain't nothing wrong with, increasing your price. You just have to have top-notch quality and care for the people. But a lot of these companies don't, bro. So that's what I think sets me away from a lot of other companies. People see that care. When I talk to people I deal with, I make them know that we care. Like, we want to be, prevention is better than cure. You know, we want to make sure we give them a great service. It's real quality over here. So as long as you add that and let people understand that, bro, it's priceless. You know, it's hard for people to sit in front of me and me to tell you about what's going on with your water, and for you not to, you know, deal with me. Like, you got to be insane. I'm like, bro, you can go deal with the sharks, but this God here, man, God sent you to get blessed. You feel me? But man, I go on and on with y'all about that water. But I definitely want y'all to know about this, because in y'all cities, I want everything to be to where I got a satellite place, a warehouse, and then I got different people that's already putting the puzzle together, and we eat. And that's something that I know for sure we can have in 20, 30 different cities, like tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to grow up on that, because I know it's other stuff outside of that I know that in business that we could take care of. So I'm gonna get something in that Discord where we got that open chat. I like the clubhouse too. Shout out to Des, man. Destiny told me about the clubhouse where you could talk. It's just a lot of people kind of scared. They see how I be coming on this dang YouTube, and they like, damn, boy, them people on you, how you talk. They kind of nervous. But I don't want nobody to be nervous, man. I'll take the heat. Listen, you could put me at the head. You ain't got to be known, man. I put my rag on every day to let it know that, hey, man, ain't nothing sweet. I'm at odds. Department of Government put. But shout out to Cat, man. Shout out to Avatar. We got this, man. I ain't seen my boy William Johnson in a minute. He probably tapped in the cut. But yeah, y'all, we got this, man. It's a lot of ideas. I want to know what, if you in the chat, if you in the group, I want to know what you do. Like, we was talking about this. Like, we gonna I want to know your talents, man, because we definitely got to get everybody talents to know where we'll put them in different things. A lot of y'all been into a lot of companies where y'all already got all of the sauce. You know, you got all of the sauce already. We just got to get there. But everybody got a talent, man. I don't care what your experience, what you got. You know, I learned a lot of stuff from really testing people water and sitting down with people that was expertise in a lot of other things. So I tell you, man, like, selling is a valuable trait, bro, to learn. You know, I would advise everybody to understand, selling a product. Shout out to Kuwap, man. He was on my channel, and he inspired him to make a channel, and he trying to get a product and sell a product. He shouted me out, and seeing that how I inspired him to get a product, push a product, and that's the way we're gonna get out of here. Cause trust me, we got the sauce already. We know how to offer quality. I'm telling y'all, quality matters. Just caring about the customer, that'll put you ahead of everybody else. A lot of people don't really care about the customer at all. They care about, getting the money. And if you just care about your customer like nobody else do, I feel like you put yourself in a way different bracket. But I love to hear from y'all, man. Y'all know the number always in the chat, but in the group, I want y'all to hit me. I'm gonna probably be hitting y'all personally, but I want y'all to tell me, like, we're gonna start a chain where we speak about our experience. I know Gubermont was talking about his stocks. Avatar is in the stocks, crypto. That's what's up. But we definitely got to start speaking on our strength. Yeah, I want y'all to bring that water. I want y'all to bring that water to your city, man. It's like 3 or 4 positions I need. I was getting that Mickey, man. Mickey Jones. I emailed her, but I wanted her to have a position that I had going on. You don't know who Avatar is, man? That's the man with the plan right there, man. The crypto man. He was in the chat. I don't know if he's still here, but Avatar be doing his thing, man. He be having the crypto. Yeah, I want all of y'all to bring that water to your city. Yeah, because I'm kind of in that manufacturing stage with the water. But yes, I'm going to set a time in the Discord. Whoever in the Discord, we're going to set a time so we can meet and talk consistently. I'm writing that down as we speak. And then I want to talk about, like, that's what's up. Yeah, because it'd be the older people that really be into it like that, because they know about, they into their health stages at the point, and they trying to make sure they right. But it also protects your home too, man, from any plumbing problem. But yeah, Avatar's our guy, man. That's our crypto guy. Everybody brings something to the table, even if they think they don't, bro. Like, they do, man. And I ain't understand that until, like, starting my business in like 2000, what was it, 2016, 17? And to just experience with different people. I realized that, man, everybody talented in something. They got strengths and weaknesses. But I'm gonna have that time for us, that meet time on Discord, so we can discuss and talk about stuff in there. I am gonna have that NDA, non-compromise agreement, because I want everybody. I don't want y'all to sink the ship. And we need to know that everybody solid. We need to have rules and regulations to keep our stuff with us. We can't be having you, going to them people and giving out our information and our little secrets and whatever we got going on. So we definitely gonna have that for y'all to be in the group. We can't just have a free willy group of people. Yeah. Gotta have contracts. Just so everybody's safe, bro. We don't need to be starting something. We seen the history of our ancestors. We ain't trying to go down that path. You know, we know that they want to, prevent stuff. So we need them NDAs so we can move forward. I got it together. I'm just putting a little bit of other stuff in there. It's just a couple pages, do sign, but we don't know if we want to do it in person or e-sign. Avatar was like that. E-sign may not be. We want people to be solid. And then we can have everybody gonna feel comfortable with knowing everybody's solid. That's the only way we're gonna be able to know everybody's solid, and we're gonna have to have consequences for, doing stuff that's detrimental to the group. Cause man, we trying to be corporate life. We trying to be corporate life, putting our people in position. So I dream big, man. I'm a visionary. So as long as I got good support, I feel like we're gonna go a long way. Signature, sign your name 3 times. 3 is the magic number. Right. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I got in there any government official. You can't give information to any government official, COINTELPRO, all of that stuff that they done got us with in the past. Like, no, you can't. And I'm gonna hold them accountable as well. If that, we can't play with them. You know what I'm saying? We can't play with trying to, with our life and us trying to progress our people. Just trying to, progress our people. But yeah, I got it on there, man, where we signed it multiple times, 3 times. It's just for security, man. I love hard, bro. I just want to, I just love people. I know people, everybody got a good side of them and a bad side, you know. That's just life. But I understand that people really want to be good to each other. It's just everybody experience different, they trauma different, you know. And people giving me this because I just be, bro, I be open arms. I let people just, I give them the benefit of the doubt too much, you know. But they're gonna be done Monday, y'all. So y'all look out for them on Monday. I'm gonna figure out how we're gonna send them out. If we're gonna do mail, we're gonna have to need a copy of your driver's license on there. Boom, boom, have everything secure. I'm gonna be the only one with that. I'm gonna stamp and stand on it for myself, but that's when we're gonna be able to really make moves and really do some things, and everybody gonna take it serious. So, you know, and after that, man, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. I promise you that. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure we get to the top. In the morning, you wake up, your life wages the rest of the weekend. Wait, in the morning, you wake to turn your life wages, then rest on the weekend. Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm trying to definitely do it, man. But bro, we got a good group of people, bro. Like, we got a great group of people. It's about 24 people in there, and whoever don't sign it, I'm gonna still have them in that kind of group, but I'm gonna have a whole nother group for everybody who signed. So they ain't gonna be access to the information. You may just be access to videos and stuff I do on here, but we're gonna have to segregate. We're gonna have to segregate, man. And no love lost to the people that don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just this help make everybody feel comfortable. Somebody put in my group eye for an eye on my YouTube channel, like, but for real, I like that. I like that. I like that. Department of Government Efficiency. But yeah, y'all look out for that on Monday. I'm going live tomorrow on Sunday. I know I do. But I got some good moves. I got some stuff that I really want to be speaking about. I know Avatar do too. Don Gito got some stuff. We all got some stuff that we want to put together, but I think the vocal point is gonna be this wealth to debt society. Yeah. Gotta know how to use that debt, man, for real. Gotta know how to use that debt. But Damn, I was finna say something important. That's good that you said that. Yeah, I'm going live tomorrow. Yeah, I want to be this is something that I know I'm putting it in, but I want to sponsor some black businesses. I want to start reaching out to some of the black companies and on my channel. I want to be having those as sponsors. That's going to be a revenue of money. I want them to look out for us and I want to look out for them. I want to do some free sponsorship for like a month straight for businesses. Stuff that fit, that I feel like, you know, people that's giving out good quality for no charge. Just try to put them on the map. Just try to look out for our businesses out there that's giving out good quality. So that's an idea that I got. I'm trying to run with that. Just no charge for a while and get some good businesses on and trying to help them with sales, get some of these sales up. But we got some good ideas, man, to come together with. I'm trying to make this channel like a real media outlet too. So just a lot of big things we got coming. But we got to have them contracts out, you know. But that's going to push everybody. So salute Department of Government officials. Doge. Man, so man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, bro. I am going live tomorrow. We're gonna have a good one tomorrow. Trying to focus on getting some people in there. But definitely, man, any ideas, y'all always can hit me in the Discord, bro, in the messaging. It come up now, so I get alerted. Some of y'all got some of my personal number. You can always text me. Let me know what the deal is. But we own it. We doing big things, man. Don't let nobody think that, you know, you ain't important and you ain't loved, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you're going through, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, I don't want whatever you're going through, you can always change it around, bro. Always change it around. So salute to y'all. Love, respect. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. Y'all could have been doing anything else, bro. Y'all tapping in to me, bro. And I appreciate that sincerely. So listen, y'all know how we do. Health, wealth, better understanding the self. Love, appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all let everybody know about the stuff that's on this channel, what we was talking about. It's people getting twins, getting picked up and found. Make sure we spread this information and keep our people safe. So love y'all for real, the long way, man. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow. And I'll catch y'all in the group chat, man. And y'all definitely feel free to hit your boy up, man. And, you know, I'm always here. Love.